Do you get it, guys? Do you get it?
Chancellor Palpatine hopes to unlock the secret of its invulnerability to create new armor.
Oh boy, that's one way to paint Coruscant.
The most dangerous life form in the galaxy touches down on the Republic's most populous planet.
Also, the Republic's most populous hangar or whatever. Yep, it's the infamous hangar that we saw in Revenge of the Sith, and then we saw it in Andor, and then we saw it in Bad Batch, and then...
Let's go! Moving! Moving! Come on, come on! I can see him!
Who is this guy talking about? The Zillo Beast? Why is this basically a kid at the fair? What are those droids back there pulling the Zillo Beast? Do you see them? I always thought these guys looked like those binary lifter droids or whatever from Revenge of the Sith. I wonder if these are those same ones. Now that's a smile even Darth Plagueis the Wise would be proud of. I like how this hangar looks like one of those big old things in the middle of nowhere on the highway that you see driving around. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know what? I can't unsee this. Doesn't the bottom of these things look like those weird lizard people from Mercy Mission?
Such size. Such power.
You guys think the animation looks straight out of season 1 here with everyone? Also, why does it look like Masamita paints his face blue? I know he doesn't, or maybe he uses tan makeup, because in the movies you don't really notice it, because you know it's just a dude wearing makeup under there or whatever, but here, I don't know, it's kind of creepy.
Bringing it here to Coruscant is a mistake.
The sooner we unlock the Zillo Beast secrets, the sooner we can end this terrible war.
The beast is a priceless resource, Master Windu.
Yeah, see, look at the legs on those guys. They're totally the same droids. Jeez, man, I really need to be more patient. But now that I get a good look at it, they just look different enough. Maybe they're just a different version of those binary lifters or whatever. Hang on, guys, wait. We gotta see if those ships in the background are the same ones as in the Cad Bane episode. You know what? Forget the ships for a second. Where the hell are we in relation to the other episode? I swear, this is worse than the transcribing thing, which don't even get me started. We'll see if we get there. But the only real thing I can see and recognize here are those weird pillar rooftop things. I don't even know what to call them. These like Kit Kat roof things and this random ass statue thing, which I don't know. I see it here in this one, but thinking of how this makes sense, what angle would you have to be at for this to work? All right, well, what else? Oh, hang on, wait. This weird half pipe looking thing hanging off is right over here in this next one. So, oh wait, I see it. Okay, this alleyway is going this way over here, and then this one's over here. Jesus, nice. All right, so, oh damn, wait, look, these buildings over here, check out. That's crazy. I mean, I guess this is an asset that would get used so many times, and is so complicated probably that, yeah, it's gotta be the same. I mean, with the exception of that one time that exhibit came by with Pimp My Balcony, and all the balconies got a new layout in the span of what, a few days probably. Which also, looking at that now, I can't tell if this is the pre-penthouse balcony or post-penthouse balcony. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Why would the Chancellor want to bring the beast here? From what you and Anakin reported on Malastare, it hardly seems worth the effort.
Oh yeah, you know, I kind of forgot that Obi-Wan and Ahsoka weren't even there. Mace and Anakin can totally carry an episode on their own, I gotta say. All right, you know what? I'm calling bullshit. So you're telling me this unverified binary lifter droid needed to barely pull this thing scale up in order for a needle to be able to penetrate what looks like the same stuff that was literally 2 inches away? Why did you need to lift it, A? And B, Anakin, my guy, what the hell happened to you back there last time? You really couldn't pull this shot off when this needle could?
That's enough.
You know, I don't know why this thing has it out for Palpatine, and not the scientist who's clearly telling the droids what to do right now.
What is stopping you?
We need to remove the scales first.
Would it not be more efficient to simply kill the beast?
I love how at first you're like, oh, that's convenient. The Zillo Beast roaring like you heard that and all. Yeah, now run along, kiddo, and get yourself an ice cream cone or something. Also, I love that this is the first time we've seen any ounce of emotion on Dr. Balls over here.
Kill it? Are you sure?
Even Masamita is like, yo, hold up a second, bro. Sith Lord, yeah, fine, but I didn't sign up for all this animal cruelty nonsense.
Besides being the last of its kind, this creature may be intelligent.
I find that hard to believe. It is, after all, just an animal.
Just get out of here, you stupid, dumb animal!
It didn't seem to like your comment.
So this begs the question, is the Zillo Beast fluent in basic? Or is it force sensitive? Maybe just feelings and intent sensitive? I don't know.
If there is any way to hasten that process, it is our moral duty to explore it.
The beast is indestructible.
Nothing is truly indestructible, Doctor. Wasn't there something in Malastare fuel that affected the beast?
It weakened the Zillo, yes, but...
I suggest you start there, or we shall replace you with someone who can.
Yeah, I'm going with Force sensitive. This guy's giving me major Bendu vibes right about now. He's just a cusp underneath him on the overall intelligence part. And you know, the talking. Can you guys imagine seeing this guy talk like Bendu?
Ah, Dr. Balls, senior scientist.
All right, the infamous drive to the Senate building shot. You know, this is another one of those places that just makes me scratch my head. At least with the Jedi Temple shots, they line up as pretty much exactly the same asset, minus those pimped out balconies that got installed. But this isn't one of those examples. They pretty much nailed it in this version from the movie, though. You got this weird extra sphere thing in the back, the classic sorry game piece looking building right here. Even these buildings in front of this medium sphere thing check out. There is a couple differences, like this building in front of the sorry piece building from before, and also the actual runway up to it. In the Clone Wars, it looks like a flat road kind of, while in the movies it looks like they're just buildings. Actually, there's a lot now that I stopped to look at it, but I'd say there's more that they got right than they actually missed. However, in the Senate Spy you get this version for some reason, which has no extra sphere thing in between the medium sphere, and even the horizon behind it looks way different, which at first I thought, okay, well maybe for some reason we're coming around the back door in the Senate Spy episode, but no, if that were the case, then whatever this building thing on the left is right here, it would have been in front of it this time. I don't know, man, sometimes animation just makes zero sense to me. Oh, you know, now that I look at this magnificent city plan that I've made, I actually think it's not building-y enough. Let's get some more buildings out front, okay? No, let's scale down the buildings for Senate Spy, though. We can't have that many buildings on Coruscant for Senate Spy, you know? This magnificent city planet I've made or what. Man, I was hoping to find some senators we knew up in here, but all I found was this dope-ass hat dude over here. What the hell is this? Otherwise, all I can see is Orn Free Ta over here with his big-ass hands that only have 4 fingers.
Hello. You're not in trouble again, are you? I am not being rude.
When was the last time these two saw each other? Are we supposed to pick up on that one? Am I missing something here? Why are we not privy to all of your antics?
I thought I was just meeting Obi-Wan here.
I'm here to help.
What the hell? Did you guys hear that? Why does it sound like the audio file for her line, I'm here to help, like glitches for a second? Listen.
I thought I was just meeting Obi-Wan here.
I'm here to help.
It sounds like a droid or those hilarious AI Clone Wars videos that Zenger makes on YouTube.
He's also like so not my type.
If you guys haven't watched those yet, go do yourself a favor.
I see what's going on here. You think I can help influence the Chancellor?
It has no voice to defend itself. We have to be that voice.
After watching Bad Batch and seeing Senator Chuchi basically say the same thing about the clones not having representation in the Senate, I'm convinced that not only is Chuchi seeing Padme for them dope-ass hairdos, but that they hang out on the reg.
You have no idea what it's capable of.
It's what we're capable of that frightens me.
Hey, look, guys, even Padme remembers the intro card to this episode.
All right, let's speak to the Chancellor.
My man, back here strutting his stuff with that big old hat. Although this is the same dude that he was standing with back there a minute ago with these brown shoulder tops on this green sweater thing. And now for some reason they're crossing paths this way. Also, I'm not too sure, but this looks like Mon Mothma over here walking with this Ithorian.
I should have known secrets do not stay secret for long around here.
Isn't that precisely the point of a democracy?
You know, aren't these supposed to be the statues Palpatine has of the Dwardy or whatever? I never realized how much they literally just look like statues of Palpatine. Well, Sidious. A way to just lay all the clues out there, my guy.
Of course, in wartime, some things must be kept secret, even from the people, so as not to aid the enemy.
He's right.
No, hang on a minute, Angle, buddy. How does that apply here, though? The Separatists didn't even really see the Zillo Beast get here. Who's the enemy here? Even the Dugs watched you take the thing, and they didn't seem very happy about it.
It is unfortunate that the beast must die, Senator, but the greater good demands it.
How is killing the last of a species, in secret and without debate, good for anyone?
What's with these random dots all over his teeth? Does Masamita have braces or something?
A democracy is only as strong as the people who comprise it. The people I am charged with protecting are dying faster than I can count. Is it not worth the life of one savage beast to give our brave troops the advantage they need to win this war?
I love how they wind up killing this thing, yet never get their fancy new armor, even in the Empire times, and no one calls out Palpatine for his shit. It's not like this thing was a secret for long either.
I do see both points of view. I'm certain a reasonable solution will present itself.
Master Kenobi has taught you well.
As creepy as the smile is, I can't tell if he's actually happy about this, right? Compromise isn't a part of the Sith code.
Whose side are you on anyway?
You must admit the Chancellor makes some good points.
I was able to convert the Malastare fuel toxin into a poison gas.
Sadly, I must ask you to proceed with your assignment.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. It will all be over soon.
There's another one of those clones getting unremarkably murked like I was telling you guys about in the last episode.
It should have been enough.
That tiny ass squirt of perfume just now should have been enough. You were there the last episode, Doctor. The thing was taking an oil bath and still climbed his way out of there.
If that creature's as powerful as they say, what good are these rifles gonna be?
He's right.
Yeah, you know what? You earned that one, buddy. And another one, or two, or...
Oh, no.
In case you guys were wondering, no, it's not the same for some reason. Well, it kind of is, but these buildings in the far back weren't there last time, which is weird because you'd be able to see them in the daytime way better than at night, right? What's going on, Dave?
I'm on my way.
Better hurry, sir. You're missing all the fun.
I love how excited Rex and Anakin get about total anarchy and potentially random people being ripped out of their homes.
I have no doubt the Jedi. You should safety.
Doing flips and shit.
I love how this thing basically has it out for Palpatine specifically. Like, fuck this holo message. I hate this holo message. I'm gonna ruin this holo message. Fun fact, this is actually the same message we hear in Lightsaber Lost. Hey, I didn't know D. Bradley Baker had a cameo in Clone Wars. Wonder what he was saying just now. Oh well, must not have been important. Hey look guys, it's transcribing time. Yeah, we'll work on a catchphrase for that. So since the last video, I sat down randomly with a pen and paper and was just like, all right, you gotta know the alphabet on your own by now. And I just went for it and I can officially read and write in Oromesh completely on my own. Minus like Z and J and I think a couple weird ones that barely show up. And I have you guys to thank for this random stupid ass talent. So we don't even need our SpongeBob cards anymore. This one on the left just says hot. And this one says Ross, like the store. Okay, let's see. Hey, move that tail real quick. All right, thanks, bud. Yep. This one has the end of what I'm pretty sure is an E cut off, so sale? Can Ross like sue for this? Guys, should we tell someone? I mean, technically the lawsuit would be on Disney right now. Oh my God, guys, should we tell someone about this? I've always wanted to know, what the hell are these people talking about in this dimly lit room looking at what should be holo projections, right? But there was just this faint light before. Also, I love how the Zillo beast breaking the windows just suddenly shuts off all the power in the room. That's not how the electricity force works. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't love to be this guy. It just kind of happens with the gig, I guess, but I have no idea what angle this is and if it's the same, but no, I doubt it.
It's coming this way.
Does this imply that the Zillo beast is able to deduce that Palpatine would be here at this very particular building? No, that's the vibe I've always gotten, which, shit, man, good on him. I'm down for some Bendu-like Zillo beast stuff, man. Make this guy officially force sensitive. Are those letters or windows? It hurts my eyes trying to figure it out. Sorry, guys. Better luck next time. Yeah, that was totally Mon Mothma walking around earlier. And here, obviously. There's Chuchi hanging out over here in the back, too. And Orn Fruta. These people presumably have just been walking around this very lobby, like, for days.
We are going now.
Dude, this is beautiful. I know it doesn't look as good as what we have today, but man, this still holds up even after all this time. Also, do you guys think Palpatine was genuinely scared just now? He got that big old boner earlier talking about how large and strong this thing was before, and at this point, he's got to know it wants him specifically. I know he could probably take him out, like, as a Sith, but I don't know. I feel like he literally would just let himself die rather than out himself as a Sith. Right? Am I crazy?
Before more lives are lost, act quickly we must.
I thought for a second this was the symbol of Naboo because they kind of look similar, but no, it's the Senate logo apparently. I feel like Palpatine would have his own symbol separate from them, but then again...
I am the Senate.
The Jedi stun cannon
will not eliminate the problem.
I wish we had never brought the beast here.
Said everyone in every King Kong movie so far. You know, I gotta say, even though they're just going for the King Kong trope here, it never really takes me out of it. Same with the last episode. I don't know about you guys though. I'm willing to bet if you've made it this far, we probably agree on some stuff though. We're all homies now, it's fine.
Pardon me, Mistress Padme, but I believe something is following us.
No kidding. Weren't you there when they saw this guy roll up outside, bro? And you were being a dick to R2 earlier. Useless droid.
We're doomed.
All tanks acquire solution and prepare to fire on my order.
If the beast falls, at risk their lives shall be.
It sounds messed up to say, but I feel like Palpatine is the only one Yoda really cares about saving here. I guess maybe not now, but we've seen some of the Jedi already so willing to be like, I mean, if they get stuck on the ship and die and we can't save them, whatever. And he's really the only one who, if killed, would cause a huge amount of tension within the government rather than those other buffoons up there.
I've got an idea, but it's risky.
Considering the circumstances, I'll take the risk.
I've got a bad feeling about it.
You're not supposed to have screws in Star Wars. You're not supposed to have, like...
Just catch them when they fall.
A lot of the General's plans involve falling.
Here's where the fun begins.
It was very convenient how everyone just fell out of the ship and went sliding down the... Oh man, Palpatine and this Senate guard are both like, oh no, this guy deserves a name. I'm gonna go with Gustavo.
Now you kids go down there, find my nuts.
All pilots, fire.
They did a good job showing just how much Mace hates doing this right now. It would have been cool to see Mace with some sort of affinity for cool creatures or something, but no. What the hell are Yoda and Ayla even doing out here anyway? Just getting shot at is what they're doing. It seems like a big old waste of time to me, which is a shame because they never really have the two of them do anything cool together. I think back on our episode of Defenders of Peace, I said that she uses Form 4 like Yoda does, but I'm pretty sure she uses Form 5, so I'm sorry for all the lies and deceit I've been feeding you all this time.
Sir, we have to get you out of here.
Hello there.
You can't carry both of us. You go, sir.
Gustavo, no!
We aren't having much of an effect.
I believe it is.
Seriously? You mean to tell me you guys are still on there? Even after all the cool flips and shit this guy just did? Forget the super battle droid Olympic runners in The Mandalorian. What the hell was that run C-3PO just did? Do we ever see him run that fast?
Use the gas bombs.
A really cool blink and you'll miss it moment right here is you can actually see the gas coming out of what are supposed to be the Zillo Beast's nostrils, which is why I guess they were squirting that little perfume's worth of poison on its face. Man, they do a really good job at making you feel bad for this guy, almost solely by the music that's playing. I mean, I've been kind of dying on the inside the whole time, but I'm a weirdo about animals or whatever getting murked, so I guess watching it get shot down kind of pulls on the heartstrings too. Which, side note, the music score is absolutely killing it right now, in my humble opinion. I just don't know why they gotta go and make it all sad like that, man. Why? I love these Senate guards with the armor still, but this version of the helmet instead. The other ones just look too much like clone troopers for me, but this one and the cape thing kind of hide the fact that they all just use the same blue clone armor.
It's a tragedy that the Zillo Beast paid with its life for our mistakes.
I will make certain that sacrifice was not made in vain. Your new orders.
You want me to clone the beast?
You know, it's crazy to think just how many ideas Dave had back then that he's been waiting to implement. We finally got the Zillo Beast clone, what, 14 or 15 years after this episode? It just makes you think, man, how many other things is Dave implementing from all that time ago? It's just cool because George was around for all this, so in some ways he probably knew that they would eventually bring the Zillo clone too. I wonder how he feels about that now in Bad Batch. Pretty okay, I'd imagine, since him and Dave keep in contact and whatnot. I don't know how I feel about this episode. On the one hand, I used to love King Kong as a kid and not so much Godzilla for whatever reason, but having rewatched both with you guys, I kind of like the first one better, I think. This one was fine, and I guess it was different enough from the whole monster movie trope, but not really. We got to explore Mace's views in that last one, and in this one, it just felt like all action, fast-paced events, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not trying to say I hated it, but as an entire arc, I think it was pretty neat. The animation team gets a major OSW pat on the back too. Having the Zillo on Coruscant must have been a major pain in the ass. Patron shoutouts! The biggest shoutouts go out to my commanders. Drakmir the Extraordinaire earned the title by donating all their spare socks to charity while running barefoot across the lava flats of Navarro and simultaneously inventing a cure for the blue shadow virus. Matt Army, champion of the Wookiees, was able to swing across 10,000 trees on Kashyyyk while giving Tarfor a piggyback ride, all to be able to call Luke a baby back bitch by the time the war ended. Mr. Officer Schnuffle, the bravest of any Republic Senate commando, was actually Gustavo's brother and watched helplessly as Palpatine dry humped R2 to safety. He came an Imperial Guard to kill Palpatine, but, well, didn't, but still pointed their staff at Vader one time in a deleted scene. Dr. William Lynch, who was the next person in line to take Dr. Ball's job had she failed to make that toxin, wound up becoming the first Imperial vet after Ball successfully cloned Zillo Fett in time for Bad Batch 15 years later. More huge shoutouts to my Master Jedis, Infriends Crumb, who tried to see if they could outswim a Gungan while drunk on Spotchka. Believe it or not, they both died. Don't swim and drink, kids. Marcus Fleischer, the first musician to ever land a gig at the pod races on Tatooine. Unfortunately, he had to open for some weird anime band. Nate, every Stormtrooper's secret crush, because they're so jacked, they had to make their own jacked Stormtrooper armor. R. McNasty 01, who beat Tarkin in an arm wrestling match in front of all his friends and made him cry so much that said he got a high five from Paps himself, and Varium, the last remaining member of Death Watch, to just look around and be like, fuck D12, I'm out of this band. And then he created Din's new band. More shoutouts to my Jedi Knights, Graphite, Korchin, and Nephorax. Ah, man, we're finally getting in the meat and potatoes of the season. I can't wait to get to landing at Point Rain. Definitely stick around for that one because I'm having Hammer Kids come on with me since that's his favorite episode, and we're gonna both overanalyze it too. I don't know how it's gonna work yet, but it's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait for you guys to be there. Speaking of which, sorry it's been so long that I haven't been here. I've got some, well, I had some pretty bad news for a while there, but I've got way better news now, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. I'm stoked, and I think you guys will be stoked too, but I gotta keep it under wraps for a while. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.